band. When I say have, you say fun. Have fun! Now this time I want you to give me a little bit more excitement, right? So when we say fun, we want them to hear it out there. We want those people out there, what's going on in there? They're going to want to be inside here. They want to be here. Right? Here we go. I say have, you say fun. Have fun! Oh, that feels good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So I want to say number one is to have fun. What I'm going to invite you to do is to, number two, well, they call this a team for a reason. Because when we're on the team, we don't have to do it all by ourselves. The greatest players amongst us, and it doesn't matter what sport, what game, at one level, they make the people around them better. Sometimes that's just with your attitude, right? Sometimes all people need is a smile, because they had a little bit of they got a little bit of nervous, a little something. You smile. What's your name? Austin. Oh, right. So now this guy named Austin, you know, that plays for the Leafs. You know that guy? That Austin Matthews guy? Yeah. So there's another guy named Mitch, and he smiles at him all the time. Those two guys hang out to each other, and they help each other not only on the ice, but off the ice. And that's the real big thing. So the next thing I want you to do is just make sure that we are getting the most out of this. And how do we get the most out of it? We learn to be great teammates. Great teammates help each other. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. Turn to the person next to you. Say, I got your back. All right. So now this time with a little bit more rhythm, a little more soul. Say, I got your back. I got your back. All right. Good. So I had the wonderful opportunity 2 years ago to be an ambassador for something called the Invictus Games. Now the Invictus Games are wounded warriors. You know what that means? Wounded warrior? Yes.
If you're a soldier and you get hit and you become disabled.
Right. So if you're a soldier and you become disabled, they call you a wounded warrior. And I had the wonderful opportunity to celebrate these real heroes. See, for me, like, you guys didn't see me play.
They saw some videos.
Oh, yeah, they saw some videos. Yeah, so that was a long time ago. And I ran for more yards than any player in pro football history. And people think that's pretty fancy, right? I thank you for that round of applause, but all I was a glorified coward. I ran from people for a living. That was my job. I just ran from people. But these, and many times we look at athletes as heroes. Our real heroes are those who sacrifice, sometimes life and limb, so that we can enjoy our way of life. The story about this wounded warrior that I want to share with you today was one of probably the most inspirational story I heard in some time. A wounded warrior actually unzipped himself out of his own body bag. Anybody know what a body bag is? What's a body bag? Yes.
I'm pretty sure if they pronounced you dead, they put you in a body bag.
That's right.
Are you the only one that went to school?
Yeah,
He's a smart one.
He's a smart one.
I thought that.
Hey,
want to say it.
yes. Sometimes it's better to be quiet too. So my coach always told me, because I blabbed off all the time, he says, sometimes it's better to be silent and to be thought of as ignorant than to speak and remove all doubt. Right? So modesty is important. Modesty is important. But more importantly, in this story, they had put this wounded warrior into a body bag because they thought he was dead. He was blown up on a landmine, and they had left him for dead. Somehow he found the wherewithal to unzip himself out of his own body bag. And in doing so, he was furious because someone's foot was on his head. He later found out that was his own foot. he didn't know what happened at the time. He didn't realize. He just got up, and the only thing he knew was to try to go towards light. And he got that, and he scrambled out, and well, this wounded warrior is now one of the greatest, most competitive Paralympic athletes in the entire competition. And while he has no legs, he has dignity. You see, to be human is to have dignity. To be human is to have value. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter boy or girl. It doesn't matter old or young. To be human is to have dignity. And that's the most important lesson we learn in this game, right? We'll learn to appreciate the people around us. Our starting quarterback, Damon Allen, said before the Grey Cup game, I play this game for you. He went over, I play this game for you. Michael Palmer, I play this game for you. What he was saying is, this game is not about me, I play this game for you. Turn to the person next to you and say, I play this game for you. Turn to the person on the other side and say, I play this game for you. All right. When I say what, you say, woo, what? Woo, what? Woo, what? Woo. Listen, let's have fun today. Number one, have fun! All right, I love it. Number two, I want you to know that great players make others around them play better. And the third thing is to know that life has dignity. Everyone is important. Play this game for the person that's next to you. It's not just about you. It's the person next to you, right? And after that, we go out and we play hard. We do what we do, and we're going to celebrate. Every game's a win. How? How can you win every game?
Come on, somebody else be smart about that.
Yes.
Have fun.
Have fun, that's right. Have fun. And the biggest battle we have, guys, right? Someone said, Mike, what is the greatest challenge you ever spent? I grew up to a single parent in the projects in Florida, and it wasn't easy. But the reality is it wasn't that hard either. I don't have a hardship story. When I was a kid, I didn't have as much as some of the other kids, right? But I had more than most, because I smiled all the time. I enjoyed life, right? And so this saying I want to leave you with. There's a military saying that says, I count him greater, he who overcomes himself, than he who overcomes his enemies. Let me say that again. I count him greater, he who overcomes himself, than he who overcomes his enemies. What that basically means is the greatest competition when I go on the ice every day is me. If I can go out and try to do the things with all of my effort that I'm supposed to do on the ice, honoring the game, honoring the players around me, and giving the greatest effort that I have, I've won. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If I do that, I win. How many players on this team?
17.
17. If everybody does it, we get 17 wins a night. If we get 17 wins a night, some of those nights we're going to win the game too. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. If we can get everybody to win, everybody win your own battle. Everybody wins their own battle. If you're good with that, say, I got it.
I got it.
All right. If you're good with it, say, I got it.
I got it.
All right. If you got it, then let's get a win on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Win!
I love it. Thanks, guys. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Okay.
First of all, I think
yes.
I've said everything you said about 40 times. That's better. Ethan, come on over. We just wanted to give you and Greener some of our fusion stuff.
Come
Thank
on,
you so
man.
much.
I cannot get
Wear that with pride, because we do.
All right. All right.
And we greatly appreciate it. How about everybody give these guys a round of applause?
I got a little something else that gets me excited. I like to find that sweet spot. When I say sweet, would you say spot, Ray? Sweet spot! Sweet spot! Sweet spot! This time with more passion, okay? I say sweet. You say spot. Ready? Sweet spot. Sweet chubby. Yes.
Sure.
All right. Right.
Maybe the bigger size.
No. Good. I'm going to listen. Come on. No, it will.
It's structured.
It won't fit. It won't fit over this one. But
Oh no, that's why that was the medium. You have the large on? Oh.
Good.
I got mine on, Mike.
No.
I should try to get that on.
No, this good. You keep that because I got a little New Year's resolution I'm working on. so by April I'm gonna put this on. Okay, fellas? Yes. All right, thank you so much. Thank you. Real pleasure. All right. Have fun, guys. Let's go get them. Okay. All right.